Sentiment is surging. Today we're going to break it down for you. There's a lot of things happening in the market. Let's just jump right into it. I do want to thank our sponsor. That is iTrust Capital. Very easy for you guys to get involved in building out a crypto IRA. You can do this with both traditional crypto as well as metals. So all of this is available in the iTrust account. All you have to do is jump over to itrustcapital.com, use our link. It's going to give you a $100 funding reward just to get started, and do that. It does help us out. There's a lot of things happening not only today, but I think this week, that starts to layer in the potential of what we might see on either a new run here, or could we see some pullbacks that are waiting in the wings? A couple of things I want to focus on. U.S. and Iran are weighing further on negotiations to extend in a 2-week ceasefire. And here's kind of the breakdown. The Strait of Hormuz, the blockade is now, Trump's blockade, I should say, is now active. That's the one where he's blockading the blockade. The U.S. is proposing a 20-year nuclear suspension. Iran offered 5. China-linked sanctioned tanker is testing the blockade right now. We'll see if, what happens there. Saudi Arabia is coming in and saying, hey, stand down. Maybe we've got something here. And you got Vance, of course, going in there, pushing Iran to make a decision. One last thing to hit on here, Brent crude also falling under 100, as well as WTI. So both have started to come down. So the markets seem to be pricing in a deal that is in the works. I want to play a clip for you. This is Mark Cudmore breaking down, is this optimistic? Are we bullish now or not? Take a look.
Now it's a completely different scenario. What happened is now, I think short term, the optimism makes sense. First of all, negotiations are ongoing. Expectations for the weekend were always super low. So the fact that they did fail to reach an agreement wasn't a problem. The point is they didn't break down entirely. We still have negotiations there. So that's seen as a positive. Certainly investors are much more positive on the negotiations than they were a week ago. Second of all, part of the reason they're positive is that the blockade of Iranian ships is really, really smart. Ultimately, Iran was being seen as a strategic or economic winner of the war up until a week or so ago, because its oil was getting out at elevated prices while the rest was getting blocked. And that's now been changed fundamentally by this. It's really cutting off their key kind of winning point. And then also the fact that the U.S. Navy is going to implement a blockade of Iranian ports shows they've got enough naval assets in the region to soon start kind of building their own escort or kind of outlining their own safe passage through the strait, which means we're much closer to the reopening of the strait than we seemed to be only a week or so ago. So around the conflict, the dynamic's very positive.
If you look at the possibility here on Polymarket, we are now edging up for an end to this conflict around April 30th. That seems to be, and it's flying fast here. So maybe this blockade is the pressure that Trump needs to put on Iran to get them at the table in terms of doing a